Hey there, it's dealing with life and anxiety here. I just wanted to point on something. Sorry for that. I'm making rice. Um, I learned a lesson today, and it's don't make your expectations of what you want to be or what you want to do in this world, your life, because that could kill you. Not in a sense it could literally kill you, but it could mess you up if you place everything on those expectations. So I guess this message is about just have some liquidity, fluid in your life. I know it's easy today to just uh, set out a roadmap. What you want to do in life, and a lot of people make that their identity, especially if they don't have much going on otherwise in different avenues in life, like social. Um, don't make it your sole identity, because if for some chance that road, you don't meet that road, or you fulfilled everything, the requirements to meet that road, but there's no paths open, then it's really going to hurt you, and it's really going to floor you, and you're going to feel like your life has come down, all around you. So this is just coming from a place from reflecting. Like, I put in a lot of work to pursue a certain career, and I did a roadmap, did the right things, college, and like right now it's been hard. I've been doing my best to get into that area, that field that I mapped out, and no one's opening any doors. And 2 or 3 years ago, I was like, "This is what I'm gonna do." I'm like, "This has some meaning. I think this is the path." And I had my brain so hardwired, on fulfilling that, and I'm like, "This is what I'll do for the rest of my life. It's a good career." And I studied hard, and I got my degree, bachelor's degree. I thought I'd never get a bachelor's degree. I won't name the specific field, but if you want to ask, you can ask in the comments. And I sat and I studied for a few certs. I got one cert, and it's just been nothing but chaos. Uh, Trying to get my foot in the door and getting these no's. Um, a lot of times, currently, places want experience, but they also want education, and it makes it a little dicey. And it's been a big letdown. It's been a big letdown, because that idea of that hope and that transition, um, you know, in my mind, it was going to open a lot of doors. It was going to provide more stability, uh, more financial freedom, and I've been clinging on to, applying to different jobs, and I've been doing this for months, and I've been in torment, you know, just because you're waiting, and I have a job right now. That's on me, struggling with that, but it's just it's torment, you know. So, and it shouldn't be like that. I think the marketplace is saturated right now with college things. College things. It's not as good as it used to be, and it's completely shattered like my identity and my ego, and the idea of having fulfilled this degree and borrowed thousands of dollars to 6 months after graduation still not getting nothing. It um it'll it'll shake you. It'll rock the walls of your foundation. So what I'm getting at is, if you're going into something and you're passionate about it, um, just try not to make that your identity, just in case you fall into what I have fallen into, because you want to be able to come back, and you don't want to just make it your life and then everything comes crashing down. You want to be able to come back and be like, okay, that's all right, which is a hard thing to do. But I'm in my older years, not like I'm in my 30s that feel old to me. So doing a transition like that's big. One, and two, when your identity gets rocked and you're like, you made a commitment to this is what I'm gonna do, and you're just sitting there, 6 months in, still putting out hundreds and hundreds of applications and cover letters. Um, it's trying to find a really good word, but I did not script this. It's very defeating. That's demoralizing. So, not to discourage anyone from what they want to do in their path, but I think it's important to also have some fluidity and not be so rigid in their path. Because I'm not saying this will happen to you, but it does happen to people. So, my reflection tonight and after 6 months is, I might have to go do something else. I might have to go back to the very low totem pole. Might have to be a cashier. That rocks my world, but I think you need to have faith in life too during these moments. And when you make that roadmap so rigid and you're all about it, it's hard to it's hard to imagine yourself going back to some kind of role like that. So, just some reflection. Um, don't make your prospective future job, don't make it your identity. Just be you. Just be you. And I can't say this for me, but I think because it hasn't happened yet, but I think everything might settle in the long run. Here's the fingers crossed, but I'm pretty wore down, and I'm tired. And people could see this as like, hey, just keep at it, but there's a certain point where you need to or step back or take a break from it. And, you know, I'm just trying to make this a message, but, you know, it does have to do with my reflection, so it does come from me. That's what I need to do. I need to stop being so hard on myself. It's been very hard. So just need to keep going. And I encourage you to do that if you're in the same situation. But I'm gonna get off here. I'm beat. I'm trying to let go. You know, trying to let go of it and just see what happens. Let life take me where it takes me. I've always had a problem with, you know, control, and I need to let go of some things. So I'm gonna get off here. Hope everybody has a good night.